Alright guys, TheEdgeOnBlades here, and about the Estwing Sportsman's axe. This is model E24A. I got these specs right off their website, so if you want to take a look at those real quick. Here's the axe, or hatchet itself. They call it an axe, I think it's more of a hatchet. It's awesome leather grip and leather sheath. The axe itself, or hatchet, is made in the United States. I'll show you that real quick. Estwing, Rockford, Illinois, made in USA. And then the model number 24A. But the sheath, you can see, is made in Taiwan, whatever you want to call it. It slides off like that. Got a button snap, just hangs on your belt. Here's the hatchet itself. I'm a huge fan of this one. It fits really well in my hand. It's really comfortable to use. This stacked grip, very reminiscent of some of the case hunter knives, stuff like that. Very comfortable to use. Good balance. You can see it's got a bunch of sap and tree guts on it. Kind of a hollow grind coming out, you know, and then in towards the bottom here. It is pretty sharp. That's why I'm wearing the band-aid. But after using it about a minute on a coarse stone, and it's cutting paper, not super cleanly. But that's good enough for me, for an axe at least. You're probably not going to be doing too much fine work with it. Oops, that was a bad example. But able to cleanly, for the most part, cut through paper with a very minimal touch-up. I like that it's one solid piece of forged steel. They don't say what kind of steel. Unfortunately, I looked for that. I couldn't find it. They just say it's a forged type of tool steel. But very pleased with it. It's a bit heavy. For my, I didn't have the weight on it, so I can't really tell you. But it's a bit heavy for my bug out bag. So I have a hatchet, or not a hatchet, a tomahawk, the sawing fast hawk, in my bug out bag because it's lighter. Probably, well, I know it doesn't perform with you know, chopping as well as this does, but it's got that tactical look, and it does do what I needed to do. So that's in here, and this is my my hard use hatchet for when I'm in the woods or camping, stuff like that. I'm just a big fan of this leather grip. Like I said, it's very comfortable. I wasn't using gloves, and when my hands got a little bit sweaty, it was a little bit slippery, but because it tapers, you know, or widens down here at the bottom, you can see that your hand really doesn't slide down much past this black line. Even when you're really, you know, wailing on it, it stays put. So there's no irritation anywhere on my hand. I got this one at Home Depot for about 35 bucks. But just a big fan of this hatchet. I'll show you the edge. This is the sharpest part right down here. Grind, you can kind of see that reflecting off the light. Back, I guess you could use that for hammering in tent pegs and stakes and what have you. But if you wanted to choke up to use it, it's not super comfortable if you're, you know, trying to like shave bark or something, because it's tapered down right here to this. It's not sharp, but it is more uncomfortable if you're using it, you know, for finer work. I mean, I always have a knife, but I just wanted to see if it would irritate my hand, and like I predicted, it was kind of uncomfortable. But that's the only downside I see, besides its weight versus a hatchet, or versus a tomahawk. As a hatchet itself, I think it's perfect. It's my favorite hatchet. You know, you can get an $8 axe or hatchet at Walmart with the rubber grip, and for an extra few bucks, I would definitely recommend something like this. It'll last a lot longer. It's super comfortable to use. Takes a very great edge easy. I'm sure if I wanted to, I could, you know, spend more than 5 minutes sharpening it and get that to a shaving razor edge. Once again, I'll show you a close-up. I like the embossed sheath. They're stamped in here. The red oak and the acorns. It's really nice. The belt loop works very well. I have some wider belts, but fortunately they're not too stiff, so it was able to accommodate a wider belt. The only thing I wish is that maybe just a little bit bigger on the belt loop, and possibly a release system that you don't, because when it's hanging on your side, you know, it hangs, the head is on your belt, it hangs down. It's very comfortable to wear, but when you try to take it out, you just have to be careful, but more so be careful when you're putting it back in, because obviously the sheath right here will be right against your waist, and I have a little bit of gut, so when I'm putting it in, this really sharp edge, I have to be careful to make sure that gets into the sheath and doesn't you know, doesn't cut me open when I'm trying to put it away. So maybe easier access sheath, but overall I love the looks of it. It's just a very classy hatchet in my opinion, and I might have, I was going to film some cutting demos, but it was you know, it was rainy and it wasn't very picturesque as I was cutting stuff, but I used it straight for probably an hour just hacking away at stuff. We had some trees that we were cutting down in our yard, so before the tree people came and cut them all down, I went out there and just started wailing on them with this. And it works great. So that's my review on the Estwing Sportsman's axe. So just show you that one more time in case you missed it, wanted to see anything else. But thank you very much for watching, and y'all take care.